Hi guys, doing? Welcome back to Ballistic Brooks. Today I brought out a 25 ACP and 22 long rifle. Well, we're gonna do basically like a little self-defense test, see which one's better. For those of you that has never seen 25 ACP, you got a treat today. I'm gonna show you that. But what I have is two Phoenix arms. I've got one chambered 25 ACP and one chambered in 22 long rifle. These things are identical other than the fact that they're a different color. And I did that on purpose so I could tell them apart because they're literally identical. The mags are the same size, except for one only holds a 25 ACP and one only holds 22 long rifle. It's kind of confusing, so at least the guns I can tell them apart. But these things are kind of neat. They've got a double safety feature. They actually have two safeties on them. And this one, it won't even let you put it in fire because the magazine's not in it. But they're a neat little pistol. They got the basically a stationary barrel, and the slide cycles back and forth, kind of like a kind of be like your what am I thinking of here? The 50 AE and your Desert Eagles and whatnot kind of function the same way. So the barrel stays stationary on this, but I have not put a lot of rounds for these guns in a long time. I've had these guns for quite a few years now, but I figured it'd be fun to take them out and do a little bit of testing with them. My only problem is I've got a self-defense 22 long rifle ammunition, but I've only got standard full metal jackets for the 25 ACP because the ammunition for this 25 ACP is not the easiest to come by, and I'm having a hard time getting my hands on some of the self-defense rounds they make for it. But so what I've got today is the Federal Personal Defense. They're a 29 grain. They're a flat nose, kind of a neat looking little round. They're basically a hollow point that's filled with a softer lead, so that way they expand and open up on impact. And they're silver, so they look cool. And then I've got the 25 ACP that is a 50 grain full metal jacket. And as you can see, it's not very big. The comparison between the two is actually kind of neat. If you can come and get a close-up on these, put them up against the box, maybe we'll get a zoom in on that. Yeah, the size difference is not much at all. 22 long rifle is just a little bit longer, but the 25 ACP is not much bigger around. So you've got your 29 grain versus a 50 grain bullet. So by all rights, the 25 ACP should penetrate deeper, but I was having a hard time finding ballistics on this round and trying to figure out like how fast it's going and whatnot. So I'm gonna have to go through my reload catalogs and see if I can find anything on it. But either way, I'm still gonna shoot them a little bit today and have some fun with them. So I'm gonna do a full mag through each, make sure they function and cycle well, and then we'll do some penetration testing. We'll do some diabetes penetration testing, and I brought some watermelons out today to see how they do against something that's a little bit more material like a body tissue. It's not a gel test or anything crazy, but I think it'll be fun. We'll be able to see what kind of results we get. So, all right, so we're gonna start out with the 22 long rifle, loaded up with 10 of them Federal Punch self-defense ammunition. I'm just gonna shoot at this shoot and splatter, this bad guy target over here. But if you can see, this thing is, like I said, this is kind of neat. It won't even let you cycle the gun without the magazine in it, and you have to put the gun on fire with that safety before you can actually chamber a round, and then it will not fire until that safety is switched. But you can turn both safeties on at the same time. So for a carry gun, it's kind of got a double safety, which I feel like would be kind of a hassle if you actually needed it in a situation, but you can leave with one safe, flip the safe, whichever one you want, because you can put that one on fire and this one on safe. So you got a nice little combination you can pick from. So, but we're live, ready to go. Let's see how this thing runs. Like I said, I have not shot this gun in a long time, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to hit this guy. These are shooting a little low. I'm gonna aim up towards his chin. That's a little better. That ain't too bad. We got the gypsy moths flying around pretty good. I don't know if you can see it out here. It actually looks kind of neat now. Fire a few rounds off and gypsy moths went crazy. That's kind of cool. But yeah, it shoots well. It cycled all them rounds without a hiccup at all. So let's check that 25 ACP out. All right, now the big thing is if you can notice the difference in the size of the holes, because 25 ACP is a little bit bigger. Oh yeah, that's definitely a little bit bigger hole on there. That cycled nice too, not an issue. Can't check the breech without the mag in it, so, but yeah, she's empty. All right, now let's set up some, we'll set up some watermelons, do a little bit of penetration test on those and see how those do. All right, let's see how this do. I only put 3 watermelons in the line because I'm not trying to knock these. I every now and then will carry a 22 with me, but I don't foresee them going super deep. So if they go through all 3 of these, then I'll line up a few more, but I don't see that happening. So I'm gonna do 22 long rifle on the right and 25 ACP on the left. Let's see how these things run. All right. See if I can get it lined up good here. All right. 25 ACP. All right, let's take a look at them. All right, so we had our 22 long rifle hit right there. Went through the first watermelon, left a nice hole coming out. Into the second watermelon. Exited the second watermelon, left a nice hole going through there. And you see where it's really starting to drop down. It hit the bottom of watermelon number 3, and it actually looks like it went all the way through. It came out of the 3rd watermelon. Wasn't expecting that. All right, let's check, see what the 25 did. Went at our entrance hole there. Oh, look at that exit hole. That's quite a bit more impressive than the 22. And then we got our entrance hole down here. Exit hole out of the second one. And then there's no hole in the table. You can see kind of where it looks like it hit the watermelon right there on the side, but it did not have enough energy to penetrate into the watermelon. I'm not seeing the bullet laying on the table, and it didn't come out of that one enough to where it would have yawed down through the table. So it looks like the 25 ACP does not quite pack enough of a punch as the Federal punch rounds did. So that's kind of neat. Let's set up the diabetes penetration test, and we'll give them each a shot through some diabetes and see how they handle that, because they did pretty well against these watermelons. I'm actually impressed with that 22 punch round. All right, so we got our diabetes penetration test set up now. I'm not completely sure why the 22 seems to be going through more. I'm just assuming the fact that it's got a lot more velocity to it. But when it comes to liquid, it's a little bit different. So I don't think the 22 is gonna go through more than 2 bottles. I think the 25 ACP will go through 3 of them, but leave down in the comments below what you think, and let's see how these things do against the diabetes here. All right, we're gonna go same as last time. We'll go 22 long rifle on the right and 25 ACP on the left. I'm probably gonna get soaked in diabetes, so. Definitely got soaked in diabetes. We're gonna have to take a second and reset them bottles up before I shoot again. Hang on a second. So I don't know if you can see it in the picture, but at the front of the camera is absolutely covered in diabetes. Well, I came over here to start setting this stuff back up and checking to kind of see what happened, and laying right here on the table is that 22 punch round. It is just sitting there on the table, and it's pretty much exactly what I thought. It went through 3 bottles and didn't go into the 4th, but it managed to go all the way through 3 bottles, so that's pretty impressive. Oh, that's not what I said. I said that for the 25, so sorry. Take that back. I thought this was only gonna go through 2, but it did go through 3 bottles. So that's kind of interesting to see. And the fact that we actually found the bullet after it went through the sodas, which is very underwhelming because these are supposed to open up, and it did not open up at all. But maybe they get better results on ballistic gel on them. I'm not 100% sure, but all right, let me get this set up for the 25, and we'll take another shot with that and see if that'll go through more bottles. I'm gonna set up an extra bottle on here that the 22 didn't go through, just in case we get a little bit better penetration with that as well. All right, so as you can see, I'm covered in diabetes again, so I'm gonna need another insulin shot today. So I got 5 bottles lined up this time, because I got a feeling that the 25 is gonna go a little bit deeper than the 22 did, but I've been wrong before, so we'll see what happens. cameraman's gonna stay back a little bit this time because we soaked everything in diabetes, like that camera lens, so that was pretty funny. So I'm gonna step up, I'm gonna take the shot, and we'll see what happens. All right, ready for a diabetes shower. I got another diabetes shower out of that one. At least it tastes and smells delicious. Definitely smells delicious, so. All right, I'm gonna set this stuff down, wipe my face off, and we'll go take a look and see what happened. All right, so we've got our 25 ACP hit in the first bottle. And then there's the second bottle. Not sure where the hole is. And then it looks like it threw one back here. We got a clean through and through on all three of these. That looks like an exit entrance. It blew the bottom right off this grape one. Not finding the bullet though. And it didn't go into the last two. So if it did go through the first three, I imagine it probably didn't have enough energy to make it into the fourth bottle. Not seeing any nicks in the, oh, right there, I do have a little nick in the label on there. So maybe it come out of that one and just nicked the label on that one, wasn't quite enough, but it didn't seem to land on the table, so I'm not finding the bullet anywhere, but. Well, now we know that it takes 3 bottles of diabetes to stop a 22 long rifle punch round and a 25 ACP full metal jacket. That's pretty neat. I'm gonna set up a few more targets here. We'll take a few more shots of these things, have a little bit of fun, and then we'll wrap it up. All right, back up here to clean up these watermelons. I got the 25 ACP. It seemed to leave a little bit bigger hole in those, but at the end of this video, I do believe the 22 long rifle won. I'm gonna ignore the diabetes on the glasses because I didn't bring a towel out and I can't really clean them properly, so I'm not gonna be able to see anyways. So, but I'm gonna take out these watermelons we used penetration testing on earlier and get rid of them real quick. This leaves a nice hole in them. I'm having a hard time seeing the sights through these glasses though. You can see through that one. Leaking. Well, the 25 didn't do the trick, so I'm gonna hit them with a 22 long rifle too, see if that'll take care of these things. Well, that helped, but well, let me know in the comments what you guys think, or if you'd like to see me shoot anything else of these, test them out. I'd like to do a little bit more in-depth concealed weapon penetration test for you guys at some point in time with, you know, throw in a little bit of 389 mil, some 38 super, stuff like that, and kind of see how those do. But I got a little bit of cleaning up to do here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give me a like and a subscribe, and like I said, if you want to see me shoot anything else with these, or you want to see me test them out a little bit more, just hit me down in the comments and let me know. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.